Hey, everybody, welcome to Matt Men, your source for all things professional wrestling. I'm Andrew Zarin. I'm joined by the Beast of the East, Rich Stambolian.
Once again, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I've been saying that to people, and nobody appreciates it like you do.
I love it. All the quotes that he does in that movie, I love them all. Let's kick some ice.
Let's kick some ice is good.
You're not gonna put me on ice.
You're not gonna put me on ice.
What happened to the dinosaurs?
What happened to the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age.
The ice. Yeah, that's a good one. That's right in the beginning too.
Yeah.
That's how he kicks off everything. What a ridiculous. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Mr. Freeze.
The best.
This show's all about professional wrestling and everything else that we decide to talk about. Professional wrestling adjacent.
Terrible movie, but they're still the best.
You know what's funny? What's your favorite? What's the best Batman movie?
That's hard. That's
okay.
loaded.
You got to go. You got to pick one.
Dark Knight. Heath Ledger Joker.
The second one.
Yeah.
Dude, I really liked the Robert Pattinson one.
Same here. That's a good movie.
I really, really liked it.
Good movie.
I would say the second one, Batman 2.
Batman Returns.
With
the Penguin.
With the Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all different and they're all wacky.
Why is he so gross? Now, do you think Penguin in like the new one is going to end up becoming like a gross monster?
No,
I hope he does.
No. This is all very reality based.
Because that guy was like a Frankenstein.
Yeah. This is all reality based. And it's interesting because, like, that being said, you can't really introduce the more nutty characters unless they find a certain way to do it. Like a Mr. Freeze, for example.
I mean, the Riddler was pretty nutty, and they did it.
But no superpowers.
No
Joker,
superpowers.
No powers. Penguin, no powers.
But none of them had powers, right?
But Penguin was kind of mutated.
The Penguins, but because he was thrown in the river.
And I don't think Joker fell into a chemical vat. It's probably like just some dude with his like psoriasis or some shit.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
The guy just has dry skin?
Mm-hmm.
Poor guy.
Do you want to take a question up top?
Yeah, let's do it.
This is from Super Chat
Yeah.
from Zachary Venero. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Can you explain the Jericho hate? The Learning Tree gimmick is solid. He's a legend and still delivers good matches. What say you? Love you, boys. Love you back.
Love you back, Zachary. Great name. Zach.
Mm-hmm.
Always liked the Zach. Such a 90s name, too.
I've never met a Zach in my life.
Only from the
this
90s. They were only in the 90s. Now they're endangered. All the Zachs. They're Zach Morris.
They're on that list.
The ultimate Zach.
Yeah.
Zachary Taylor Thomas. Another great Zach.
That guy went nuts, huh? Did he go nuts or the other guy go nuts?
I don't know.
One of them went nuts.
One of them went nuts.
One of the home improvements.
Was he a Zachary?
I think so.
I don't remember.
Was it Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Okay.
Close enough.
One of the home improvement kids I know went bananas.
Why the hate for Jericho? I think some of it has to do with his political leanings.
I think it's the whole oeuvre.
I don't have the Jericho. Listen, I have no hate for. How could I dislike someone that I've never really met?
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
And I really, I think between his political leanings and that the story from around World's End, about that incident that apparently didn't happen,
right,
or did I guess it didn't.
Yeah. The backstage stuff and the political stuff, definitely.
But
and also, I think like the weird but again, who knows and who cares? The swinger stuff that people had a problem with.
Oh, is that a thing? I don't know. Again, this is all alleged. I have no clue.
Open relationship. He's got he's on the road. He does the rock star shit, or it's like
I don't know, man. I just watch the fucking show.
Banging chicks and licking dicks.
Is that what he's doing? Oh my god.
No, he's not. Don't quote.
Oh God.
That was a joke. That was a joke I just made. I'll take that out of context.
I don't know. I get it, but I'm like, I don't know, man. He's in one 5-minute segment,
it's wrestling, dude.
It's wrestling.
He's again, the guy. If you look at this guy's career, who is an active wrestler that has had a better career than this guy?
Yeah, you know what? He really transcended into that position, huh? Because when he got that world title originally, when he became the unified champion, I think a lot of people were caught off guard. Everybody thought Austin. It was going to be either Austin. I remember talking to people. It was going to be either Austin or it was going to be The Rock, or Undertaker or whoever was there. He was the last person that I thought would get it.
Yeah.
And then when he came out, I was like, oh crap, Austin's going to get it.
Right.
And he didn't.
Yeah. Listen, can you name a more? It's tough, right? Because arguably top 5 careers of all time.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
From him starting at 19 to where he is now, and I guarantee you there's another AEW title run in his future.
Oh yeah, 100. I think so.
So he
I think before his
so he
retirement,
can become like the Diaz.
the Diaz.
Yeah.
That's a good question though. Really good question.
If you ask the internet, you'll get a million different answers. But I think it's mainly the backstage stuff. You know?
I don't know.
The quote the backstage hearsay, I should say.
The backstage hearsay.
Yeah, like whatever the perception of whatever this guy is and does backstage, I think, and you know what? He's using it.
Do you remember all the crap that Triple H used to get?
Oh my god!
And now he's beloved.
Yeah.
There's an entire generation from 2003 to like 2010 that hated that man.
Yeah.
Like genuinely hated him, and it was the same thing as Hulk Hogan, the same kind of stuff that you heard about Hogan. Listen, we build our heroes, and then we dismantle them piece by piece.
Well, you know what? We build our heroes until they break your heart.
Well, they do eventually. Right? Listen, they will always let you down. Just how it is.
You know, like I'll agree to disagree on that because I feel like I don't fall for hero worship.
Like Hogan. But Hogan is a great example of this, right? Like this man was like our childhood heroes.
Yeah.
Hero, right?
Yeah.
And then
so disillusioned by Hogan.
And then it became like, well, this guy's a bad guy. He doesn't put over talent and he's only in it for himself. And then the sex tape and then the N-bomb and then everything else. People are flawed human beings.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And they make mistakes and I'm able to separate it sometimes.
But Terry Bollea.
I have a question.
Terry Bollea, I'm not a fan of.
Go ahead. MJ.
Yeah, go ahead, MJ.
He said it, by the way.
Do you think it has to do with his just being on TV, exposure, being on TV so much, and taking what people think are spots from other people away?
Jericho?
Are you talking about Jericho or Hogan?
Yeah, Jericho. Yes.
Well, I mean, listen. Here's the reality, right? And we could talk about this. I did subscribe to that belief where the young talent should be on TV and the older guys take the spots away from them, but that's looking at it as a very narrow casted way of looking at it. You have to also look at why are those people there? Because it's name recognition. It's established TV stars for the last 20-something years. That's why they're there, not for anything else.
Right. And also as far as like from a TV standpoint, you always need a guy who can deliver, and guess who delivers every single time? Jericho delivers.
Yeah.
He makes the most of like he's that was his whole thing when he started his podcast. You got to make the most of your minutes.
Yeah.
Your TV time.
His podcast was great.
Yeah.
When it came out.
It's a shame that like now it's not even wrestling centric anymore.
Yeah.
You know, it's mostly like.
But we've heard everything that we could hear, you know?
I mean, I missed his interviews. I think he got put on that WWE no interview list.
Yeah.
And he does like wrestling interviews every so often. Like he had a really good one. Actually, I'm sorry. No, he had a really good one with Danny Trejo.
Did he?
Not wrestling related, like 2 weeks ago. Lady B in the chat says, I don't have a problem with Jericho. I'm just mad he's still wearing trunks at his age and ruining my childhood crush.
Oh, yeah. I want him to keep wearing those trunks. Keep wearing those trunks. Let's start off with, let's talk about the Tyson fight before we go into all the wrestling news.
Please.
You can pull that lower third down, MG.
Tyson in 2, knockout. If the fix isn't in.
You want to do a bet?
No.
You don't want to take
because I feel like
a drink.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let's do that.
I feel like there's a I feel like there might be a fix. Obviously, it's professional boxing and it's an exhibition.
It's not so much of an exhibition as the other Tyson fight was.
Yes, the Roy Jones.
The Roy Jones one was like a real let's just take it light. This the only difference is it's 2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
So Tyson he could go a little bit deeper.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of the advantage there.
Right? And they're heavier ounce gloves.
Mm-hmm. Listen, Tyson round 2 knockout. That's my prediction.
This
Tyson
is
just knocks
sanctioned,
him out.
by the way.
It is sanctioned.
It is sanctioned. Yes.
Who the hell? Who passed the drug test?
I don't know.
mean,
Texas.
Tyson's been training like a monster.
Yeah,
and he looks incredible.
I'm so psyched for it, dude.
Yeah,
I'm so psyched for it tonight.
You know that shit's gonna be on at like 11:30 though.
Yeah, and I'm up for it, dude. We were supposed to go. You know the whole story, right?
Yeah.
Jess bought tickets for the fight
and
wanted everybody to go. Right?
Okay.
She wanted to put together this big trip, and she wanted everyone to go. She bought her tickets, And the day she bought the tickets, I looked at her and I said, "What are you, nuts?
Yeah.
I don't want to go to this thing." And most likely it's going to get canceled anyway. It's not happening. And exactly how I said it. She actually got a refund and everything.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it could go to decision.
I think it's going to be fun. I don't think it's going to go to decision.
You don't think so?
I think either Tyson needs a quick knockout within the first 3 rounds. And then if the longer Tyson fights, the more in favor it would be for Jake Paul. He's a young guy.
Jake Paul's 27 years old.
Yeah.
He's really never really fought a real boxer.
That's true.
Except for Tommy Fury.
Yeah.
And he lost.
Tyson Fury?
Tommy, his brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
His brother. And he lost that fight. And he didn't look great. The other thing is, a lot of the veterans have, they know, the little tricks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? They see things that a lot of other people don't. Jake has had some tremendous wins, but if you're not a veteran boxer, you do this. There's little things that you do.
Yeah.
When Logan Paul fought Mayweather, he said it woke him up to those veteran tricks that you hear about in boxing, where they're going at it and just for half a second he covered his mouth with the glove.
Yeah.
Mayweather just covered it, and it fucked up his breathing.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was sucking wind all of a sudden because everything has to do with your breathing and your timing. Fascinating stuff. Tyson is fantastic. I'm really fascinated. I hope he wins. I don't want to see him lose.
Listen, he might hit Jake Paul so hard that Jake Paul takes a knee, dude. He might just it could be that reality.
His body shots are unbelievable, Tyson's. And he does that fucking bob thing that you never see anybody do. He gets so low.
He's like Wolverine, dude.
Yeah, somebody posted a great meme, and it was Tyson from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and Glass Joe.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, "Look, this is the fight," because they look exactly the same. So you're going Tyson in 2.
Tyson in 2. Tyson in 2 knockout, or Tyson within the first 3 rounds. There is a chance that Jake Paul might take a knee if he gets. It's Mike Tyson, dude.
One of those combinations that Tyson throws. One of those quick combinations he throws. If he hits all of it, I think.
Paul's never been hit hard like that.
Right.
Nobody has.
Exactly.
Nobody on the face of the planet, other than somebody getting hit by Mike Tyson, you've never been hit hard like that. Even guys even in Tyson's not in prime, but when he was doing the Holyfield stuff, he was done with the Lennox Lewis fight, but he was still Lennox Lewis says that's one of the hardest punches he's ever taken.
Yeah, it's wild. The other quick thing before we move on to pro wrestling is who cares if it's played up for the cameras or whatever, but there was a clip of his coach saying, "This is the strongest you've ever been, and I've known you since you were 13 years old."
I saw that.
And Tyson's like, "Oh, thank you." I want Tyson to come out with Hezbollah and just
the terrorist group?
No.
The little baby man.
The guy.
Yeah, the baby man.
Because I don't know if you saw, we were exchanging that.
We were, and he did think it was a baby.
Legit thought it was a baby, and he's like, "I can't be kissing on no men. Can't be kissing on no 26-year-old men. I thought he was a baby." Because when you watch that clip, he's picking him up like a kid.
Like a baby.
Just
and he loved them.
Yeah.
He loves babies.
He should come out with Hezbollah.
He should come out with Hezbollah. That'd be really funny.
Hezbollah. Sorry.
He won his fight, Hezbollah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Against the other guy?
He had a fight against against some guy, and he won.
So good. I'm excited.
We need more of this. More pro wrestling and boxing.
Do you think Tyson comes out with his original shit, just the one note?
The beanie. He's gonna wear the beanie.
Yeah.
He's gonna do his Assalamu alaikum.
I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I love that. That black on black Tyson was the best. He was after prison. That man was scarier.
He's a machine.
He was so scary, that dude. My grandmother loved him. Him, and George Foreman.
Oh, yeah. Foreman
loved him.
Foreman had a great second half of his career.
My grandmother couldn't say Foreman. She would call him Foreman.
Foreman.
She would pronounce it exactly how it's written. All right, let's go into pro wrestling.
You want to go into that news? I want to talk about
it.
That first news bit, which I'm so excited about. I told Vicky about this, and she was also mind blown. AEW has secured the rights to November Rain by Guns N' Roses to promote Full Gear, and a video will air during this week's Collision to start the promotion.
So is it an ECW video?
I think this is, for some reason, this makes me so giddy.
That they're doing this?
That they're doing November Rain, and then what's your favorite Guns N' Roses song?
November Rain is great. Sweet Child of Mine is okay. Welcome to the Jungle's fantastic.
Yeah.
Give me another one.
I'm going for my two favorites. Alternate between Mr. Brownstone and Rocket Queen.
Mr. Brownstone.
I'm there with Mr. Brownstone.
Yeah, Mr. Brownstone.
And Rocket Queen. Like,
Yeah.
if he gets Rocket Queen,
it's so easy too. I like.
There's certain songs that like really still hold up that drive me a little nuts, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Mr. Brownstone, Rocket Queen, and Welcome to the Jungle.
Armand says Night Train is my favorite.
Oh yeah,
Night Train's another good one.
There's
So what is he going to do with this? He secured it for what? And they keep using the name November to Remember.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's going to be a November to Remember. And I'm like, are we just doing an ECW thing now?
I'd love it. Rhino comes out. Sabu comes out. Dreamer. Yeah. Axel comes out.
Axel Rotten?
Axel Rose.
Axl Rose comes out? Oh my God.
Jesus.
He kind of looks like Carrot Top now.
He does, man.
You know?
What happened? Would you consider him a stud back in the day?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He had that grungy rocker look. And then he disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
That was it.
He disappeared, and then Chinese Democracy came out, which was not that great.
But that was an old album that they put together.
Hmm?
Right? That was an old album.
Yeah, from like unfinished stuff, right?
Yeah, it was unfinished, and they just kept building on it, and he kept saying, "We'll release it," and they kept adding stuff to it. It took 10 years for it to actually be released,
and it was very mediocre.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speedball Mike Bailey, currently a free agent, expected to sign with AEW. His deal with TNA ended on November 1st.
Yeah, he's going to AEW. Great get for them.
Great get for them.
He's a great wrestler.
I think both rosters on both sides of WWE and AEW are very jam-packed. I feel like, listen, if the guy's making money, he makes money. I feel like he would have been so perfect in NXT.
Yeah, me too.
I think he would have gotten more shine on NXT.
Yeah, 100. I think he would have definitely stood out there. I'm curious what they do with him. And this is the problem. He's such a great talent, but where do you position him? Because your roster's so huge. We were talking about this the other day, right? Yeah. AEW's roster, their top roster, is incredible, right? If you think about it. You have Mox, you have Swerve, you have Bobby Lashley now. Like top tier name recognition, blah,
Sheldon.
blah, blah. I'm not putting Sheldon in there yet.
Hangman.
Jericho. Kenny.
Healthy Kenny.
MJF.
Bucks.
Switchblade.
Yeah.
Bucks.
Okada.
Osprey. FTR.
Kyle Fletcher's almost there. Takeshita's going to be there.
They're going to build him. But but look at that top tier right
Adam
now.
Cole.
Okay.
Yeah. They throw him in there. He's so beloved by fans, regardless of how people feel about him.
They have such a heavy, and then you got Edge.
Yeah.
And you got Christian.
Yep.
You could do something unique with that. They have so many opportunities here. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they could do with a Mike Bailey, and I hope that this is a great move for him. I hope that it goes well. I don't know if AEW would have been the place for him to get spotted the most.
So I'll give you a philosophical standpoint here. It seems like this is what I'm reading from.
I hope he does.
This is what I'm reading from the AEW roster right now.
Yeah.
Now it seems like it's the put up or shut up era, right?
For the roster,
where you have a guy like Kyle Fletcher who out of nowhere starts cutting awesome promos.
Yo, he's great.
Put him on, and he gets more TV time.
Yeah.
You have a guy like Takeshita that comes out of nowhere that is rocking in the ring and big personality on him, right?
Yeah.
Leo Rush, great example. Leo Rush, so captivating on TV.
Could they do a cruiserweight? Could they do a cruiserweight title?
I don't think they need to. But a Leo Rush is a good example of stepping up, right?
Yeah.
His match with Swerve this week, as short as it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I think that was the highlight of the show for me.
Yeah.
Right?
You didn't love the show.
It was a
weird show.
It was a little lackluster. I feel like it was one of those wrestling shows where it was just like a second off.
Yeah.
We always talk about that. It's like a second off. But if you have a Speedball Mike Bailey, I feel like he has to come in with like a head full of steam to outdo the Leo Rushes, the Action Andretti's, the Top Flight guys, all your cruisers. Like he has to come in with like, hey, I'm killing everybody.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let's see what else we have here. ROH Final Battle is set for the Hammerstein Ballroom, as per me and Fightful Select.
As per me.
No date has been given. I have the date. It's the 20th.
Yeah,
December 20th. And the following night, they're running Collision. I should put it on me when I say this.
Yeah.
Someone's going to clip this and I'm so vain. It's
do it
just
again.
You. All right, I'll do it again. There you go. This is how you do it. Ring of Honor Final Battle is set to return to the Hammerstein Ballroom. I reported this with Fightful. I put this together with Sean a couple of weeks ago. I was just looking to get extra confirmation here. They're running ROH. They were interested last year, okay? Rich and I had spoken about this.
Yes.
They wanted to use that building for something. I thought it would have been... At first, I thought it was going to be that World's End show.
Right, yeah.
And then I I'm like, well, ROH is running also, but ROH went to Texas. They did run World's End in New York. They ran it at the Nassau Coliseum,
which was a fun show.
This is something that they wanted to do, and they booked the building for 2 nights. I think this will be a lot of fun. We're probably going to go.
Oh,
I don't know which night, but we're definitely going. One of my favorite venues to watch anything in.
Can we go dressed as the Dudley Boys?
Oh yeah, we could go as the Dudleys. But I'm Devon.
You have to be.
Yeah. Okay. That's gonna get a little sketchy though.
Mm-hmm. All I really need to do is wear camo and put white tape on my glasses.
That's it. You're good.
Fine. Yeah.
You're good.
Built-in Bubba Dudley costume.
2,500 people, they could do that. 2,200 people in that building, they could 100% run it.
I think that this would also bring extra fans out of the woodwork who are like, oh shit, wrestling's at the Hammerstein again? Hell yeah.
Now, you know what's interesting? I've wondered this for some time. Why hasn't NXT run that building? Even when they were touring, right? Remember they were doing like smaller shows?
Yeah.
They chose the Felt Forum over that when we went to the Garden Theater.
Do you think it's because it's a less aesthetically polished venue?
I think it's the logistics of bringing shit in that building. It's not very easy.
Yeah.
WWE production always complained about it.
Like too big, right?
But I do know that they are interested in running that building too.
Yeah.
For NXT. Not so much WWE, but I've heard for NXT.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, this will be awesome. It'll be a lot of fun.
I think we should also dress like 2 Sandmans.
Oh, yeah. You want to do 2 Sandmans? Oh, yeah. We could be 2 Sandmans. We could be 2 Tommy Dreamers, and we're just normal blue-collar guys from the neighborhood.
2 Ravens.
2 Ravens. We could bring Kyle. He could be a 3rd Raven.
3 Ravens.
You remember were you here the time that he got really drunk and started talking to my wife about his love for Raven and what a sexy boy Raven is?
Yes. Yeah.
For hours?
Yeah.
That was incredible. So Collision's going to be there on the 21st. I don't know when tickets go on sale. I have no idea. WWE Champion Cody will appear on ESPN's College Game Day.
Awesome.
WWE Raw ratings were up. They were lacking behind the NFL. WrestleVotes reports, sources have indicated to him that there's another Saturday night's main event scheduled for January 25th. That's pretty soon after the other one.
Yeah.
Right before the Rumble.
Right before Rumble. I don't know where this one will be.
Hey, why not?
Andrew, did you see Andrew was teasing on Twitter, a friend Andrew, that they have the location set for the Netflix show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I believe, let me see here if I can find this.
If I would hazard a guess, Chicago.
Andrew, I don't want to guess because I know. So, and I don't want to scoop him.
Okay, you don't want to scoop him?
I don't want to scoop him. He's a good dude.
I'm guessing Chicago.
No, we had a conversation.
Mm-hmm. Talking about Andrew B, right?
Andrew B, yeah.
Good guy.
He says they're going to announce it on Twitter. He posted this. During the Tyson fight, they're going to announce where it is.
Oh, very nice. Right in the middle of the Tyson fight.
Right in the middle of the Tyson fight.
Yeah. Does Tyson take his shirt off and he's got a DX shirt on underneath?
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I'd mark out a little bit for that.
Also, WWE just announced, actually, Madison Square Garden just announced that for the Garden show, for the Christmas show, it's going to be Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins in a steel cage.
Awesome.
Those shows are great, by the way.
Those are fun. That's nice and quick shows. Very fun. I
would rather go to a house show than over a TV taping.
Yeah.
They're the worst TV taping.
Yeah.
I hate them.
But I love that Christmas WWE.
Yeah, very special.
So much fun.
Russell Votes reported, we spoke about that. Wednesday night's Dynamite did 666.
Yeah.
I'm the devil. 666,000 viewers on TBS. It was up 27% from last week when the show went head-to-head with NXT. This is the largest audience for Dynamite since October 2nd.
Great.
Okada and his wife welcomed their second child.
Very cool. Congrats, Okada.
Yeah, this is why he has not been on TV. Liv Morgan appeared on Pat McAfee's show this week promoting the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis. She said her injury last year helped her get to another level by just unplugging. She's fantastic, Liv.
Oh, she's great. She has the chance to go down as one of the all-time greatest women's champions, I think. And that's I don't even care if that's too soon to say.
Think about it.
You know, but like she's been at it for quite some time, and I think she's getting her flowers now.
Yeah, I think it's time. Thank God. All right, let's look at the Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame.
All right.
I voted this year, and you know, Bobby Davis, the original manager.
Yeah.
MG hates him.
Yeah.
We were talking about this in the group chat.
No.
And he's like, no selling this guy. I voted for Bobby Davis.
Mm-hmm.
You want to run down the list?
Let's do it. All right. So your Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame. Let's start with this is top 10, right? Bobby Davis. Johnny Saint.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Sema.
Okay.
Very cool. Shima. Los Hermanos Dinamite.
Okay.
The Young Bucks.
Okay.
Johnny Rougeau. Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Shingo
Which
Takagi.
feels like
I'm surprised by Shingo.
Shingo number 2. And Roman Reigns number 1.
Roman Reigns. Okay.
Roman Reigns number 1.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Every one of these guys should be in the Hall of Fame.
Absolutely.
I can't think of anybody that shouldn't be.
I think Shingo makes it because he has always been such a workhorse for New Japan. And he had his title run early this year, right?
Who, Shingo?
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's the
Wasn't
thing
he
that
in
set him-
DDT for a while, or one of those other ones for a long, long time?
Yeah, I think
before
he was in
came
DDT
over?
for a bit.
Yeah. Mm.
All right.
All right. You want to go into War Games?
So we had some War Games matches that were set up on the taped Raw. Rhea Ripley returned to confront Liv Morgan to set up for War Games. Solo Sikoa.
This is a spoiler, by the way.
This is a
Yeah,
spoiler?
Everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa interfered. Spoilers, by the way. Interfered in the Rollins versus Bronson Reed match. War Games might look like this. Women's War Games: Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi versus Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, and Nia Jax. Listen, that's a great War Games match on paper.
Yeah, that's a fantastic War Game.
That's a great War Games on paper.
And you know that Io's going to dive off of something.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely. I want to see Nia Jax do like a moonsault.
I want to see Nia do the garbage can.
I don't.
Oh, like
You know
the
yeah.
like the Van Terminator.
Yeah. But she's doing the spot.
Men's War Games match looks like Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins maybe versus Solo, Jacob, Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and maybe Bronson Reed. Listen, I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
I'm hyped for this.
Okay, but here's the thing. I would have rather had it be 4-on-4.
Yes.
Okay, I did not want to see Cody in this match, and I'm glad he's not in this match.
Yeah.
But you know what they're going to do, right? You know, you want me to call the spot?
Go ahead.
Okay. Seth's going to be, there's going to be a thing where Roman and him, they're fighting everybody off. They bump into each other back to back. They turn around. The camera zooms in. Seth's fist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Roman's fist. And they look around.
And then Sammy.
And there's nobody. And then Sammy comes in.
See, that would be cool. I would love that if they look around and there's nobody there. I do think they would do the powerbomb spot with Sammy.
On Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, ooh,
that
whole thing. What if Sammy came? Would you pop if Sammy came out in the riot gear?
That'd be fun.
Or if they all came out in the riot
gear? You know what? That'll be really cool.
I would love that.
The Uzi shield.
Mm-hmm. And listen, Bronson Reed would fit in with the bloodline. He's from New Zealand.
No, where is he from?
He's from New Zealand.
Is he?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. No, Australia.
He's Australian? I could have sworn he was from New Zealand.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think he is of what descent though? What descent is Bronson Reed?
Bronson Reed. I could have sworn he was from New Zealand.
Can somebody look this up?
I was wrong.
I mean, he was Jonah.
It was Jonah Rock.
He was Jonah. Yeah, he was. I think he's part Samoan. I think he is also. I mean, it kind of makes sense to put him in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I always get excited for War Games. I always get excited for like a good Survivor Series match. But I think this is fun. It's still fun. Did you catch SmackDown on Friday? I know it's like old news at this point.
Yeah,
The whole beginning with Roman and Sammy.
Oh, really good stuff.
Fantastic.
I got to tell you, Roman is incredible.
Yes.
Okay. it's not the machine making him. It's him.
Yeah.
You could tell. But what a difference in the last 5 years for that guy. Pre-pandemic Roman versus now. 2019 Roman. People did not want to see him.
It's wild, isn't it?
Did not want to see him.
Suffering succotash Roman.
Suffering succotash Roman. But that was probably like 2017, 18. Yeah. But just they took a cool character and they made it so uncool.
Yeah.
Because it didn't come naturally. You know who's good with the corny stuff?
Sammy.
Cody.
Oh, Cody's great with the corny stuff.
Cody's a great corny babyface.
Yeah.
That John Cena was. That Hulk Hogan was.
Yes.
Roman's not that guy.
No.
And it comes off so disingenuous. CM Punk is another one. CM Punk can't be a babyface in any way. He's always a heel.
He's the anti-hero.
He's an anti-hero. Yeah.
CM Punk would be like the Punisher.
CM Punk would be the Punisher. Yeah. He is a Wolverine, though, too.
He is also
a lot of Wolverines in wrestling.
Yeah, a lot of Wolverines.
Yeah. You want to go into Dynamite?
Yes. Dynamite, we're leading into Full Gear next week. It should be a fun show. Show opens with Adam Page and Christian beating Switchblade Jay White and Juice Robinson. I enjoyed the match. It was nice and quick. Nick Wayne got jumped by Hook, which I thought was cool. Hook got a nice little pop.
Yeah.
And then Kip Sabian costs Juice Robinson the match, hitting him with the contract case. Where do you think the patriarchy is going?
I don't know, dude. It's a lot of time.
Yeah.
And it's not to get Nick Wayne over. I did this Christian things. There's somebody told me there's a plan here.
Okay.
And it's not just to give him the title. They've always had a plan for this. It has to lead to Copeland coming back and them doing something. Maybe he goes to cash in, and here comes Edge to get revenge, or total swerve. Edge helps him win the title.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know.
Do you think they're prolonging it for the return of Adam Copeland?
I don't know. That would make the most sense. I don't think they took this briefcase or whatever the hell this is, this contract, and just gave it to him without a plan.
Right.
It's the first time they're doing this. And as of right now, there's not much.
Right. It seems like he's so far away from the title at this point.
Yeah.
Ospreay calls out Kyle Fletcher. Good back and forth.
That was a good back and forth. Yeah.
Good back and forth. Really enjoyed it. I think their strengths lie in those realistic promos. Ospreay being like, where I live, bruv.
Yeah.
You've picked up me kid from school, bruv.
You picked up me kid.
And I do like the new look on Kyle Fletcher. He looks like a monster.
Everybody's saying he looks like Randy Orton. A young Randy.
I wouldn't go that
And he
far.
does this now. He's doing this. He's doing the poses.
Out of a lot of the guys in the locker room, I do think Kyle Fletcher could easily make the jump to WWE.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Based on ability and promo.
Yeah.
And how big he is.
He's huge.
Yeah, 6'4". Roderick Strong defeated Lance Archer in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Cool. AEW International Champion Takeshita defeated Adam Cole.
Okay, so let's. You had that Archer. You had the Archer. You had the Archer match with Roderick. Roddy wins. You have the winner of the 3 wins faces MJF at the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
either Roddy or Adam. Adam lost to Takeshita, so it's Roderick Strong and MJF. I thought it was going to be a 3-way.
I'm okay with that.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And then you had the Death Rider. Show up in a pickup truck. And they would end up dragging JD Drake out of the stage. What did you think of the John Moxley segment?
I enjoyed it.
Okay. A lot of people did not.
Why?
A lot of people did not like it.
Listen, I don't understand. All right. I enjoyed it a lot. I have my own reasons, and they are that it's captivating. He's probably arguably like the best guy to put that title on to make captivating TV and do something different. Because he's not wearing the title on his waist going like cutting he is cutting wrestling promos, but not cutting wrestling promos. You know what I mean? It's a little subversive. Coming out Marina Shafir, wild. She looks nuts. Claudio looks nuts. Yuta, I think, is the wild card here. Right?
You think he?
What do you think of the fact that it's more of a Stockholm syndrome thing going on with
Wheeler Yuta?
Yeah.
At this point?
There's a lot of layers here. I think it's also a Stockholm syndrome thing with Claudio.
Interesting.
I also feel like you have there. That's a faction, right? That's a good faction.
Yeah.
I think Orange needs more of a faction.
He has one. He has a huge faction.
He's got the conglomeration.
Yeah, and it's like 80 people in it.
Yeah. But also, I feel like the perception of that is Moxley and Claudio and Marina Shafir read so big.
Yeah, and yeah.
Yeah.
Their presentation is big.
Yeah. And I think that's just a natural
Not
thing.
so much for Yuta.
Yeah, not so much for you. Oh, Yuta, you know what? Yuta's come a long way. And where's Pac? What happened to Pac?
Yeah, where was Pac?
Does Danielson show up at Full Gear and almost costs Moxley that title?
No, I think he's gone for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, he shaved his head.
Did he really?
Yeah, the hair's gone.
Wow, classic American Dragon.
Yeah, hair's gone.
Now we got a little pooed on for saying that Moxley could possibly lose this belt. What do you think?
I don't think he should.
I don't think he should.
I think he needs to lose to a bigger, recognizable
down the
name.
line.
Down the line.
Down the line.
Yeah. I listen. I think Orange Cassidy could become a world champion down the line. I think Darby 100% will become world champion.
Absolutely.
But right now, this is a pivotal time. 2025 is a very pivotal time, especially the first half of 2025 for this company.
Yeah.
They need to make sure whoever is tuning into the show, whether you are a hardcore fan like us or you're a Coco, right? Coco, how he consumes wrestling. He knows what's happening.
On an electric chair.
He's on an electric chair. And he shocks himself constantly when the girls come out. He gets too excited. He knows what's happening.
Yeah.
But he doesn't necessarily watch every week. Those people are going to be more in tune with bigger names being in bigger positions.
Yes, for sure.
We'll see what happens. Listen, Kenny's coming back. If there's a great foil for this guy, it would be Kenny.
Yes, I think there's going to be a switcheroo, though. I think you're going to get Wheeler Yuta replaced with Darby Allin.
And Darby joins them.
And it's Darby, Mox, Claudio, and Pac, and Marina Shafir.
Oh, dude, that would be pretty
And that's a effing great stable right there. You know, I like Wheeler Yuta a lot, you know?
I do too.
But I feel like that, like him switching with Darby, like Yuta turns like full babyface, and then Darby turns full heel. Would love that, because we haven't really seen a heel Darby.
I guess he could become heel.
I think he could be
He's never been a heel though. I mean, even on the indies,
sick heel dude.
It's like a total sicko.
Yeah, like a total nut.
Yeah.
And like him and Mox.
What if you make him into like a Frankenstein?
I would love that too.
And like he has a manager that like tells him to like do things, and he's just like a little Frankenstein.
Like PCO?
Monster. Yeah, he's like a PCO. He's like a little PCO.
What else we got here? Moxley Invasion. Dr. Britt Baker defeated Penelope Ford. Fun. Swerve and Prince Nana defeated Leo Rush. Great.
You like this?
Great match. Really enjoyed it. Great showcase for Leo Rush.
What do you think of Bobby Lashley?
Love Bobby Lashley.
He's so big.
I love the Hurt Syndicate so much.
Yeah, me too.
And I want them to go against Mox and his guys. That should be the next program for Moxley.
That would be a great one, actually. Yeah. And that would work.
It would work.
Right?
Bobby Lashley gunning for Mox, and then it's like, you know, Mox being like, finally.
That could be a War Games match, too.
Yeah.
Like, well, there's only two of them, though.
That's true. Well, they need another guy.
They need another guy.
Yeah. Renee Paquette interviewed Jamie Hayter. Julia Hart.
Oh, the vignette interrupted. You saw that?
The vignette interrupted.
Very strange how they did that cut. And there's a reason. They did that by design. But there's Julia Hart videos are really weird.
I like it. Do you think that she's going back to the House of Black?
Maybe not as spooky.
Okay.
Maybe not as spooky. Yeah. I thought her run was great. She really transformed herself before she got hurt.
You know who I'd also love to see go against Mox and his guys? House of Black.
Yeah, I love that too.
A lot of untapped potential there.
Yeah.
Also, the backstage segment between Mina Shirakawa and Harley.
Oh, Mina's so good.
I forgot to put that in there.
So ridiculous. MG, I thought you were going to do a whole paragraph about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's all you would have had in the notes.
There's another 8 pages of notes just about that segment from MG.
Yeah. And then we got the Kings of the Black Throne, which is Malachi and Brody King, defeating FTR in the Full Gear Contender Series.
With a sleeper.
Fantastic. You know what? Love that.
Yeah.
Why not? Mm-hmm. Why not? Make these moves mean something.
Yep. Really good match. Too.
Not everything could be, the Blue Thunder Bomb is such a fantastic move.
Yes.
That's a finisher.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's a finisher.
Yeah. I think wrestling is starting to kind of come back down again. Like Bobby
saw a pile driver.
Bobby Lashley's doing the full Nelson. Great.
Yeah.
I want a nice choke slam. The easy shit on the planet.
Yes, the easiest.
I want the DDT to be a finisher again.
I love the DDT. That is one of my favorite all time moves. You know what else I love? A Manhattan, an atomic drop.
I love Manhattan right now.
Oh man, I would fucking love it. I had one last night.
Very nice.
Yeah, I had a Manhattan last night.
Homemade or would you?
No, I was a dirty stay out last night. That's why I'm a little slow today.
Oh yeah,
yeah, I'm a little slow. I love an atomic drop.
Did you spill all your Manhattan on the capture card this morning?
That's why it wasn't working. I love an atomic drop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what an inverted atomic drop is? A Manhattan drop.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Fantastic. AEW Collision. They taped it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Mariah May versus Anna Jane in no DQ match. If Jay loses, she's no longer able to compete for the women's title. As long as May is champion, the Acclaimed versus Los Facción Ingobernables, the Beast Mordos, and Roosh. This is for the Full Gear Contender Series.
Awesome.
I love the Beast Mordos.
Give me some Beast Mordos.
Mina versus Harley Cameron.
Yeah.
Daniel Garcia versus Johnny TV.
Great.
All right. It's a show. Orange Cassidy versus Wheeler Yuta. Also, it's going to be a rough night for AEW tomorrow. You got the John Jones fight at the Garden. So.
Oh yeah.
We got a big fight sport weekend here.
Absolutely.
AEW Dynamite next week. You got Orange Cassidy versus Wheeler Yuta and Darby Allin versus Claudio Castagnoli.
Awesome.
Here is a card for Full Gear. We're also going to do our Q&As right after this.
0 hour. The Costco guy AJ versus QT Marshall.
We bring the boom.
This is like Andrew's favorite match.
Huh?
Did you egg or starve today, Andrew?
I starved.
Yeah.
Egg or starve? I starved today.
What's your move? Because like they do this nonsense. Like, what's your starve move? Are you just like
egg or
starve or choke?
Starve or choke? I've not ate. Somebody wrote to me. Right now. Fuck the Costco guys.
Oh, who cares?
I love
Leave
them.
them alone.
I love them.
You
know who I love? That little shit Rizzler. That little fucking shit, the Rizzler. The Riz face.
He was like 50, right?
Yeah, he's Hezbollah's friend.
Double divorce.
He's fighting Hezbollah next.
2 ex-wives, 6 kids.
With the Costco guys.
It's odd.
Double tongue talk the dog.
It's so cringy.
It's so cringy, but it's so good.
You know what? Very wholesome.
Listen, it's not for me.
It's a dad and his kid and like is another weird kid.
I want the Rizzler in here.
The Rizzler's not the guy's kid, which I found out.
No, the Rizzler's not his kid. It's a random. They're not even related.
Yeah.
It's a random kid.
They're all from Jersey, which means they're related.
Are they from? Are they all from Jersey? Well, I don't think they live in Jersey. I think the Rizzler may live in Jersey. I think
they're all originally.
I think they're
Jersey.
Boca Boys.
They're originally from Jersey.
Yeah. The
But
Rizzler.
the Rizzler.
Fucking unbelievable.
Don't you? Do you look at the internet as Andrew Zarian and go, "Fuck,
I want to burn it."
Fuck, if only I was 25 years younger and I could do this shit all day and fucking play with Amari Stoudemire at MSG. Wild.
The Riz face. Fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. You could get famous for anything nowadays.
Mm-hmm. For Fatal 4-Way match. Ugh.
I got famous in the late 90s and the early 2000s for video on the internet. It's not allowed anymore. It was on Live Leaks.
Were you on that Face of the Death video?
I was on the Face of the Death video, yeah.
4-way match for the AEW.
Remember the guy eating the monkey brain? That was me.
Oh, no.
I was the monkey, dude.
Oh, no. 4-way match for the AEW tag team titles. Private Party defends against the Outrunners. Great. House of Black. Great. And TBD, Turnbuckle Dan's. Obviously, I think Private Party's got to retain, right?
I want them to lose.
Why?
I want the Outrunners to win the title.
I mean, eventually they will.
Yeah.
Eventually
I want the Outrunners.
MJF versus Roddy.
Okay. That'll be the first match.
Yep.
That'll be the first match. MJF will be done. We'll go home.
Mm-hmm. Bobby Lashley versus Swerve. Awesome. Very much looking forward to it. I wonder what his intro is going to be.
Just rocks.
Again, if somebody's out there, the Comet.
Okay.
Hitting the stage.
Yeah.
And he comes out.
No music, though. No music.
Like,
just like doom sounds.
Yeah.
Bong. We need that.
I would love that. Or he gets rocketed up like Rey Mysterio used to be.
What's the most wacky gimmick you could give Bobby Lashley?
A chef.
A chef. Ooh, I like that.
He comes out with just the apron and the
Chef
hat.
Bobby?
Yeah, Chef Bobby. Chef Bobby Lash.
Yeah.
And he comes out Bobby Flay at some point. What about you?
You know what I was gonna post, right? When I found out that Bobby Lashley was going there, I was gonna post Bobby Hill and lashes.
I like that. Is your wacky gimmick for Bobby Lashley just being Bobby Hill?
That's my purse. I don't know you. He's my favorite cartoon character of all time. Bobby
Is he
Hill.
really?
Yeah, I love that show.
King of the Hill's awesome.
King of the Hill is incredible.
Jay White versus Hangman.
That's going to be a fantastic match.
Yep. This is the card so far. Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher. TNT champion Jack Perry defends against Daniel Garcia. TBS champion Mercedes Moné defends against Chris Statlander. I think we might get a double turn here where Statlander replaces Camille.
Yeah, maybe.
And AEW champion John Moxley defends against Orange Cassidy. I think a lot of shenanigans are going to happen in that main event.
I think so too. Let's do some questions, boys and girls, because I got to be out of here at a certain time. We bring the boom. That is what we do.
This guy's booing you. He said, "Boo, Andrew, boo."
What did I do?
I think because you support the Rizzler.
He didn't like your take.
Did I like the Rizzler?
Guys, submit your questions in the chat. If you have a super chat, we'll answer those first. Thank you very much. Let's get nuts right here.
Yeah.
First question, right off the bat.
Yeah.
Since Andrew from Lady B, since Andrew is a tanning expert,
am.
Can he explain what in the world is going on with Adam Cole and the yellowness? Simple. He's got jaundice.
It's bad self tanner. It's really bad self tanner that the lights are making way worse. He probably doesn't look like that backstage.
No.
It's when those lights are on him, he starts looking like he has jaundice.
MJF gets that a little bit, and so does Buddy Murphy sometimes.
Yeah.
Well,
the fair skin guys.
Yeah, the fair skin guys.
Buddy Murphy's already red. Yeah. So.
Robbie Ray says, Hurt Syndicate versus Death Riders next summer at Blood and Guts.
Okay. I'll take that, dude.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Paul Anthony Moss. Now that the Death Riders crew is established, if Shane O'Mac wants to come to AEW, would you still align him with Mox or do something else with him? At this point,
he could do anything you want. I think he should be in the Hurt business. I think he should be the leader.
I would love that. But at this point, since the Bucks took off, remember?
Yeah.
I think Shane should come with the Bucks and Okada and
I mean, listen, that would work, right? Because the EVPs would bring him in to regain control or something.
Hostile takeover.
Hostile takeover. Tony's lost control of the company.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, but I think they're coming back as baby faces when they come back.
The Bucks?
Yeah.
I think they.
Why were they shredding documents? Do we know?
Well, not yet. But
do we know though?
They
never explained it.
They never explained it. They'll probably explain it at some point. But I do think it depends on how long they're off TV, they could come back as baby faces.
Yeah.
And drop the whole suit gimmick, right? This is from Pratik. Your favorite question. Yeah. Why is it that they always use only white rope now? Why don't they use red, blue, black, and PLE events?
I have no idea. No clue. No, there's no thought put into that. They don't even think about it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this is the rope we're going to use. Okay.
Great.
That's it.
Just grab what you can.
Yeah. There's no thought. It is what it is. Maybe they'll go to another color one day. Totally random. You notice AEW had orange ropes on Halloween.
Yeah. Great. I don't really notice the ropes.
I don't either.
Depending on what it is.
Yeah. I didn't like those red collision ropes. Those were too bright.
Too red.
Cadillac
Carson, this is a good one. What wrestling move blew your mind the first time you saw it? For me, it was the Canadian Destroyer, and I was flabbergasted that the guy kicked out of it.
You know what it was? Van Damme's that ECW, like the intro where he does the flip onto the crowd.
Dude.
That was like, holy moly! I've never seen that before done like that. Definitely a Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah,
a Tiger Driver. First time I saw a Tiger Driver, it was a Masawa match probably,
or like a Liger Driver. You know what? I'll say this. I know exactly what it was. I'll be an easy mark here. The first time I saw Muta do the mist.
That was, what? Do you remember the first time you saw Mota?
Mota? It was
the star is kicked down. Done.
Guys, the show's over.
Moda. First time you saw Muda?
WCW.
WCW, right?
WCW.
Yeah.
First time I saw Muda do the mist, I remember being like, this is the coolest shit on the planet.
Yeah.
And I have yet to, I've always teased my boy Tony about this, where like,
You want to spit in his mouth?
one day on my birthday, I'm just going to put a bunch of red food coloring in my mouth and like mist him. And he's always like, please don't do that.
No, I wouldn't be offended if you did that to me.
If I was just like, hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Guys, where do you think or want the first Dynamite of 2025 to be?
Is that the end of the tournament, the Continental tournament?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Madison Square Garden.
I would love it to be there.
I would love to be at the Garden.
It'll never happen.
Spoiled as we have so many local wrestling events. Like we have so many venues here that I think would be a great host for.
Maybe
Dynamite.
they'll do Chicago. I don't know.
You know what? I think they should start the year off with Jacksonville.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
great.
No, he was booing you. James was booing you because of the private party losing.
Yeah, I'm not too sold on them.
He also says, I am old and I have no idea who these Costco guys are.
They bring the boom.
It's terrible. Mod Revolve says, Andrew.
Yeah.
Have you heard about Dynamite being taped on Sunday the 22nd
It's not.
at the Hammerstein, since that Wednesday is Christmas?
There is a show on Christmas.
Pre-taped?
I don't know if it's live. I don't know. But I believe I even know the location of it. I think. I don't believe it's going to be at the Hammerstein.
Okay. This is from Brian Knight. Is the AEW World Title getting a redesign?
No.
Yeah.
They did. They did redesign it, and it sucked.
Yeah.
And they decided not to use it.
Yeah. I think that belt needs another couple of years before a redesign, right?
We saw the redesign, remember?
Yeah. This is from Alex. Hey, greetings from Athens, Greece.
Tikanis.
First Raw on the Netflix era. Do you think The Rock wrestles or just makes an appearance? Who else do you think will show up?
I think everybody.
Everybody's going to, like, they're pulling out all the stops probably for that. You're going to get legends. You're going to get... Okay. Do you just consider legends like a blanket term?
A blanket term, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, Hogan showing up, that's a legend, right?
That's a legend. Austin. Undertaker.
RVD. Is RVD considered a legend or like a modern legend?
No, he's a legend.
Like a modern legend.
He's
right?
a modern legend.
Modern legend. Okay.
Andrew did drop where the first Netflix will be on his Twitter.
Oh, there you go.
It's in Los Angeles.
Oh, see, I could have sworn Chicago.
Inuit.
That's cool. Jay Holler, your current front runner on who will be the Hurt Syndicate's fourth person. That's tough, man. Like we were saying Hobbs, but Hobbs is with
love Hobbs there.
Hobbs is with Ospreay now.
Hobbs is with Ospreay.
Swerve, I don't think needs the faction. They're just gonna keep kicking his ass.
No, they're just gonna kick his ass until he beats them.
Well, you gotta run through who had got cards, right?
Yeah. Max Caster.
Yo, that would be nice. Caster would be nice.
It would be cool, but do you break up the Acclaimed?
It might be time.
Mercedes got a
card.
Also,
the stuff with Mercedes.
Leo Rush got a card.
Looks like her, and
I think Leo being there would be really good.
I would love that, actually.
Yeah,
like I think that would be really cool. Let's see. Ooh. Dylan Shaw. Will AEW be doing tapings in UK next year for its TV shows like WWE? Hashtag Ask Mattman.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Okay.
When they're out there.
Fair. Big market.
Yeah.
Armand asks, what do you think the match card is final battle? I would love to see Nigel versus Jericho.
That's a great, you know what? I didn't even think of that, and that's fantastic.
I would love that too.
I really would love that. I don't know what that match card is going to be. Yeah. I've been so behind on the Ring of Honor product, mostly because I have no time, but it's nowhere. I mean, where am I watching this? I got to watch it on Honor Club, or I got to watch it on, whatever. I think that's part of the problem, but, with this rumor TV deal, which I will say about this Ring of Honor TV deal, the people I speak to at WBD know nothing about this. Not that maybe, listen, is it happening? I don't know. Dave reported that it's happening. I don't believe he reported what network it's on. A lot of people are assuming it's on True TV. I have not heard a thing for WBD.
Right.
About having this. So, I just asked. I literally just asked this week.
Interesting.
So, I don't know. Maybe this is part of that Fox deal.
That could be it, right?
Or I don't even know. The last I heard, it was...
If it is, then Jericho retains that belt.
I think Jericho has to have that title. Yeah.
Do you think it's...
There's a reason why Jericho has that belt.
Exactly. Much to the chagrin of a lot of people.
Yeah.
Cadillac Carson. Do we know how long till Eddie Kingston returns? He would have an interesting role with the Moxley storyline.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. I have no idea.
Eddie Kingston in the Hurt Business.
Yo, Eddie Kingston in a suit?
Amazing.
Is it a nice fitted suit or is it like a sloppy jalopy suit?
It's a nice fitted suit.
Oh man, and he's like super uncomfortable.
He's never done that, right?
Or what if he loses a match to Bobby Lashley or Shelton, he has to join the Hurt Business. So now he begrudgingly wears the stupid suit.
He wears a fitted suit, but Yankee hat.
Oh yeah, Yankee hat for sure.
Let's see. Are you guys? This is from Weekend. Are you guys venturing into my state for Full Gear? Listen, we thought about it. We thought about it, but number one, Newark.
Ugh.
Number two.
Ugh.
Number two. By the time that shit's over, like, I'm not gonna want to drive home an hour and a half.
Oh my God, there's.
We'd have to get a room, and listen, this guy's not gonna split a room with me.
No, I don't split rooms.
I know you don't split rooms.
No. I need my space.
Yeah.
I sleep in a nude.
I know.
I just walk around in the nude aimlessly all night long. I sleepwalk in the nude, just back and forth. It's really uncomfortable for people in the room. I don't want to go to Newark. Nobody wants to go to Newark.
No offense to Newark.
All the offense. I don't want to go to Newark.
No offense to the Jersey peoples, but yeah, I don't want to go to Newark either. The last time we went to Newark together, our flight got canceled.
We ended up not taking a flight from there.
Yeah.
We ended up taking it from JFK, I think.
The next day, yeah.
Yeah, the next day.
Brian Knight asked Mattman, is the Penguin top 3 comic book shows of all time? That's tough. I'm not 100% through it. I'm enjoying it.
What are you up to?
Episode 3.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it a lot, but it's very Sopranos light. But I'm digging it.
He is very much doing a Tony Soprano.
It's not 100% Tony because he's more Weasley.
Yeah, but a lot of like the mannerism.
Yeah. Oh, definitely a lot of mouth noises.
A lot of mouth noises.
Okay, take care.
Okay, take care.
Okay, take care.
I can't believe that's Colin Farrell.
I know. That's the best part about the show. He disappears into that role. Paul Anthony Moss, do you think Speedball's AEW debut is in the Continental Classic?
Oh, that'd be awesome. He's a free agent. I mean, he's free to go anywhere. I think he'd be a great contender for that. I'm into that.
Let's
do like 3 more because I do have to go change and get ready.
Okay. We got a super chat real quick.
Okay.
Let's do it. Will, this is from Honkin' Amazing. Great name.
Great name.
Will the Tyson fight kill the ratings for SmackDown? I don't know if there's much of a crossover there.
No,
this is a spectacle, though.
Yeah, it's a spectacle, but also you got to think that fight isn't going to happen until like 11 o'clock. So you could probably watch SmackDown and still be fine, you know?
And miss the undercard matches.
And miss the undercard matches,
fight.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, because I remember, like, my boy Ralphie used to always order the Pacquiao fights, right? And it just always pretty much ended in disappointment because they were over the main event was over so effing fast.
Yeah.
You know? And nobody really gave a shit about the undercard. Some undercards, absolutely. But
well, back in the day, the Tyson fights were like that.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, you would stay up till midnight and then you would have like a 1-round knockout.
Yeah. That's it.
But I think people would be happy if that happened.
Absolutely. Brian Knight, any update on Penta? Also, where will Josh Alexander sign?
I think Josh Alexander would be a great WWE guy.
NXT.
Yeah, I hope he does. Awesome. He has an amazing family, and I want that guy to be so successful in the business.
Plus, he's got Ethan Page probably giving them the icky.
Nice program there, right?
Yeah. The North. This is from Pratik. Snitsky, Mr. Kennedy, or Jimmy Wang Yang. Ugh. Which do you prefer? I'll go Mr. Kennedy.
I'm gonna go Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy. Cadillac Carson. This, you know what?
All right.
Let's just be the last one. Cadillac Carson asks, you have to take a road trip with 3 professional wrestlers across the country. Who are you riding with?
Oh my God.
I honestly, Kenny.
Okay.
Xavier.
Okay.
And
what a great group.
Yeah, just like guys who are nerds that love comics.
Yeah.
You know,
I get that.
Like that's like
you're not going with the Sandman and Raven, no, and Shane Douglas in his prime, no.
Immediately uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I'll do a floating third there. Maybe Claudio.
Great.
He's like
give me all the nerdy guys. I want to talk about wrestling. I want to talk about comic books.
Yeah. Drink some coffee.
I'm going to talk about computers.
Yeah. Anime.
The Mets.
Yeah.
I want to talk about baseball.
What about you?
You hit the nail on the head.
It's like a chill ride.
Like I don't want a crazy ride.
Now, if you wanted
I don't want Sandman and the Iron Sheik.
If you wanted a crazy ride.
Iron Sheik.
New Jack?
No, thank you.
Iron Sheik, New Jack, and
Sandman.
Harley Race.
Oh my God. Someone's dying.
And you're driving.
I'm dead. I crashed the car. That's what I do. I just veer right into a divider. I end it like that. Guys, this has been a lot of fun. I'll be back on Sunday with Wrestling Observer Live. Rich and I will be back on Tuesday with Beyond the Bell. And of course, Matt Men on Friday. That's it for this week. See you later.